We're happy and you say, man, this guy done just went south on me. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live. Yo, Charlemagne, is we live? Let me let everybody get in here for a second as I twist this dread. Haven't been able to put my little chemicals in my little hair, you know what I mean? My little dreadlocks. Shout out to everybody. Pull up, everybody. Oh, I'm a new person now. I seen it. I seen it. Nah, I know this ain't got nothing to do with music. This ain't got nothing to do with music. But I've been telling y'all since the jit, man. I'm a nerd, bro. I'm about this Marvel, this superhero life, just like I'm about this hip-hop life. Well, maybe not just like, but I'm a really big fan into it. You know what I mean? How many years in the making was this? How many years? What was the first Iron Man came out and when? Somebody put in the comment section, what year did the first Iron Man come out? We're going to be breaking down this whole 2008. Jesus Christ. This is a decade in the making. It's crazy. Now, this is what we're going to do. I just went and watched the movie. I mean, I watched it yesterday. So, you know, I'm going to talk about all the parts that I remember. I'm going to say, like, the first 30 minutes of this, I'll try to do a non-spoiler, but it's hard to talk about this movie without spoiling it. Hit that thumbs up button, by the way. Smash that thumbs up button. You know what I mean? Do that. Now, it's hard to talk about this movie without giving away spoilers, but I guess for the first half of it, I'm just gonna talk about everything kind of outside of the story. You know what I mean? Beat for beat, because you can't really talk about this without that. But hit that thumbs up button, smash it. I gotta tweet this out, let everybody know. Let everybody know. I gotta tweet it out, let them know we live, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, yo, Charlemagne, we live. Gotta let them know we live, baby. Yeah. Watch this. We gotta let them know. Like, let me tweet it out. Oh yeah, I gotta start this like I start everyone. My bad, y'all. Haven't even got the energy right. I'm back in my little, shibbity shop. Let's get it popping. Let's get the energy right, man. Get that intro music going. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live. The live is live. Let me go ahead and tweet out, let everybody know we breaking it down. Yeah, I don't usually do movie reviews, but hey, why not? This was more than a movie. This was a cultural moment. This was a culmination. Listen, when I first started watching these movies, I was what, 18? No, I was younger than that. It was 11 years ago, right? I was young, all right? Hit that thumbs up button. Hey. And now I'm sitting here as a grown man, finally at the end of the road. It's crazy to think, man. So first, whatever's, I'm not going to be breaking down I'm not going to be giving out the spoilers. Then I later on give the spoilers. I want to say the first 30 minutes I'm going to not give spoilers, but I'm telling you, it's almost impossible to talk about this movie without spoiling stuff. And honestly, some things I'm like, I don't know if they're a spoiler, but they kind of are. Everything in this movie is kind of a spoiler, but here we go. Hold up. Hey. Let me go ahead and tweet out. Let them know. You know what I mean? This was an experience, man. This movie was an experience, man. Shout out to Cheryl Govell for the $20 dono off tops. You know she keeps it gutter. You know she always sets the tone, the pattern, you know what I mean? I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. The PayPal is SCRUFACEJEAN @gmail.com. The Cash App It's Musai Spoon Face, y'all. I appreciate y'all for that. I'm breaking down Avengers Endgame live. Live. Pull up. You know, hit him with the pull up. Bow. Ah, you gotta tweet it out. You gotta tweet it out. Oh yeah, it's making history right now. If you on Twitter right now, make sure you go tweet out that. I mean, retweet that last tweet that I tweeted out. I said tweet a lot, you know what I mean? Hey, make sure you tweet it out. Let's get into it. Hold on. Let me get in my bag though. We gonna break it down, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah. Hold on. You know we can't get the chop in the fable until we get the chop in the fable. The chop is in the building. Now I watched this yesterday. I had a hell of a trip coming home. Shout out to Amethyst. Ooh, damn. Amethyst, Irterimus. That sounds like a Harry Potter spell. I'm not gonna lie to you. That sounds like a Adamus or Tutimus. That sounds like our Harry Potter. He said, yeet. Shout out to you for the $5 dono through the super chat. Yeet. Let me check if anybody went through. Somebody told me to, yo, why you be always dabbing? Dabbing died in like 2008. Nigga, I know. I'm bringing it back though. Anyway, let's talk about it though. Y'all ready? Is y'all ready? All right. Yeah, tweet it out, retweet it out. Let the world know, you know what I mean? I'm in my nerd bag. They're like, screw it. Yeah. I watched it yesterday. My memory's kind of spotty. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to give the spoilers yet. If you guys is ready, whenever you ready, let me know. Whenever you ready, I need to see. Matter of fact, hold up. Nah, they playing with me. Soon as we hit 70 thumbs up, we'll start. Because I got to make sure y'all wait. What's popping with the population? What's good, SFJ Nation? What's good? Sarah Goins is in the building. Let me check and see if that PayPal, you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Fan funded, mother approved. Libby's Juicy Juice. The PayPal is SCRUFACEJEAN@gmail.com. I appreciate you. No spoilers to screw spoils. Oh, we had 78 thumbs up already. All right. Shout out to Christopher Stone for the $5 dono. Make sure y'all hit up that PayPal too. I love you though. I love you. Whatever you can do. I appreciate it. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. So how many people in here have seen this? How many people in here have seen this? Oh, damn. By the way, shout out to the niggas who sniping the niggas spoiling shit. No spoilers, man. Stop spoil. I know it's impossible to do on the internet, but if you spoil in these first 30 minutes, if you drop a spoiler, you getting sniped. You know what I mean? What's good? Amy in the building. Ah, dang, Sarah. All right, well, Sarah, you can enjoy this first 30 minutes where we won't spoil nothing. We're gonna just talk about it. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna spoil nothing. Make sure y'all hit up that PayPal too, though. I just got to say SCRUFACEJEAN@gmail.com. I won't die. So who seen it? Let me check the PayPal screw. Oh, no wonder I'm in the wrong inbox. I was like, dang, ain't nobody hitting it up. Oh, okay. Oh, man, that's not even. Shout out to Naomi Gibson for the $5 dono through the PayPal. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all hit up that PayPal because you know YouTube be taking 30% of the super chat. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell them. Shout out to Brucka for the $20 super chat dono. He said, what up, homie? I just want to stop by and say what's up. What's up is a low donation. I do what I can. I'm waiting on some more work and more music. Facts, I appreciate you, my G. Shout out to Brucka, 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 Brucka. Make sure y'all hit that PayPal. So let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it, bro. No spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers. First 30 minutes. Let's talk about it. If you drop a spoiler, you will be sniped. I'm sorry, but this has to be one of the greatest movies, obviously. Let me off tops. Let me off tops you, man. You thought I was gonna come and say anything else? What happens when you see one of the greatest action movies you ever seen and don't even blink? 3 hours? When it was over, I was like, that was 3 hours? You sure? I don't know why I'm doing this like anybody has a wristwatch anymore, but did anybody else feel like that was the fastest 3 hours in their life? Huh? Did anybody else feel like that was the fastest 3 hours in their life? Dominique said no. Hector said for real. Dreddy said yes. Amy said, boy, that 3 hours went by. I remember when I walked in there, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is gonna be 3 hours. But I was cool because I was with it. I was with all that. I said, oh, if this movie gotta be 5 hours, if they gotta make this like a Roots epic, I'm here for it. All right, I'm here for it. I'm about to get a sleeping bag, and we about to, you know what I mean? Because we about to do this. So what was crazy though, the craziest part of it all, I'm trying to not say any type of spoilers, okay? But everything in this movie is a spoiler. That's the crazy part. You know what I mean? Shout out to P Formula Powers for the $2 super chat. You know what I mean? Oh, somebody hit the PayPal. I appreciate you. Who hit up the PayPal? Shout out to Amy Baby for the $10. Don't know off the PayPal. She says she's stuck at work. I appreciate you for tuning in. You know what I mean? I appreciate you for hitting that PayPal. You know what I mean? Word. That's real talk. It was real fast. Fell asleep. Work is tough. Now listen here. This was crazy. Okay. So I can basically say everything that was in the trailers. This first half is going to be like my feelings about it and stuff like that. The trailers don't give away anything. They did an immaculate job in not giving away anything really in the trailers. What they really did, the trailers is like the first maybe 20 minutes of the movie, all of them. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. On some of the posters and trailers, they straight up just lied. Just straight up lied to you. So if you think you've seen things and know what's going on, you have no idea. You have no idea. Huh? You have no idea. Now I'm gonna tell you some the things I liked, of course, and the things I didn't like. Trying to think of how do I not spoil? Yo, this movie is impossible to talk about without spoiling, bro. I swear for God. Listen, this whole weekend I was barely on social media. I would tweet, pop in, you know what I mean, leave it, you know what I mean, do this, do that, leave it. That's basically what I was doing all weekend. Because I wasn't trying to see no spoilers because I knew people was with that bush. Shout out to Rosalind Barton for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. So, he said, "Stop spoiling." What the F? What did I spoil? What? How was I say? Is there anything that I didn't like that's not a spoiler? Let me think. If I said, see, I don't even know if it's a spoiler. Okay, I feel like Captain Marvel was she was integral but not like they built her up to be. Now, power-wise, she was. Strength-wise, she was. Impact to the story? I mean, she was there. She did some dope shit. You know what I mean? So, once I put this, well, no, because that's my award for highest. No. Once I put this up here, once you see this little metal in the corner, matter of fact, I'm gonna do this. Once you see that in the corner, that means I'm about to start. Once I move it, that means it's spoiler time. Once I move this, it means it's spoiler time. So, Ant-Man plays a major role. You know what I like that they did in this movie? A lot of things from other movies that seem like small things ended up to be big things. They tied in the other movies so fire that you can't even be mad at some of the things that was going on. You know what I mean? They tied in some of the movies fire. It made you appreciate other movies, the older movies. And I'm gonna put it like this: they did a couple bold choices that I didn't think that they were gonna do or stick with, and they did and stuck with. That were crazy. That I gotta pat them on the back for doing. Real talk. You gotta pat them on the back for some of the risks they took and some of the choices they chose to take. Now, one of the gripes I did have was one of the gripes. I mean, oh yeah, we about to get in the nerd bag for real, bro. We about to get in the nerd bag for real. All right. One of the problems I had is power scaling, man. Huh? One of the problems I had was power scaling. The power scaling at certain points of the movie didn't make sense. The strength of certain people didn't make sense. And that's to me up and down. I feel like certain people were strong and weak when they shouldn't have been strong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, it's gymnastics trying to talk about this movie without spoiling anything, because out the gate, I'm gonna tell you, they do some wild-ish out the gate that you're gonna be like, what? Out the gate, they do some wild shit that had me like, what? Now, the question of the day, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you really been into these Marvel movies, like I've been into these Marvel movies, if you've really been as invested, if you've gone out and really the only movies I've seen in theater have been Star Wars movies and Marvel movies for the last, since they've been dropping, since they came back out, since 2008, really. And you might tear up, my nigga. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Real niggas, you know what I mean? Real niggas cry too. No lie, Pops don't cry and he near 50. Now I wasn't doing all that, but that, you know what I mean? I hit him with a, you know what I mean? I hit him with a quick little, you know what I mean? One of them. I hit him with a quick little, just, you know that thing you do where you act like you got something in your eye, you all focus in the corner of your eye trying to play it off like it ain't, nigga, it's a tear, nigga. You ain't about to fish sleep out your, and one of these. Nigga, bro. Oh, I can't wait till I get to the spoilers, my nigga. There's one scene, and the scene that got me is not the scene you gon' think, my nigga. The scene that got me is not the scene that you niggas gon' think, my nigga. I appreciate acting. Yeah, nigga, what's up? Nigga, what's up? Huh? Hey, nigga. I ain't cry. But, yeah, man. They got me with a single one. Nigga, I've been watching these since I've been, man, a little wonton tanny, bro. And some of the things that happened in this movie was just, man, listen. I'm weird. I appreciate good acting like I appreciate good rapping, man. I appreciate good writing like I appreciate good bars, man. And they had this one scene. It was one piece of dialogue. It was the way the dialogue was delivered. That shit hit me right here. I said, oh, God, that's a bar. And it ain't the I bet you it ain't the scene you think it is. I bet you. Now we gonna talk no spoilers for about 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes of non-spoilers. And then I'm about to start cooking. Once this is off the screen, once this little thing off the screen, I'm going in. Matt, I'm going in. You have been warned. About 9 more minutes and we finna start. Because I can't really give the proper review that I want to give. Because once I get to the spoilers, I'm gonna talk about the whole movie scene for scene type that I can remember. Because this is another thing. This is one of those movies you got to watch a bunch of times, bro. You have to watch this, bro. I will see this in theaters again, like on some real. This is something you have to see numerous times. If you don't see it numerous times, you smoke it. You got to. I ain't gonna tell you the part that got me, but I'm gonna tell you the part that got me. Yeah, I mean, make sure y'all hit up that PayPal, SCRUFACEJEAN at gmail.com. I mean, shout out to all the donors for keeping the lights on. I appreciate y'all. I really appreciate y'all. I really do, man. Thank you guys, man. And the Cash App is $SCRUFACEJEAN. That's it. I was going to say at gmail.com, but that's it. I'm trying to, man, listen. I'm trying to listen. What else can we talk about that's not spoilers? What else can we talk about? I'm going to tell you like this. This ain't a spoiler because we all know it. Niggas die. Niggas die. And I don't mean like, yeah, I know what some of y'all thinking is the same thing I was thinking before I got in the movie, where I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, niggas is die, but this that superhero John, this that, yeah, I mean, I know how that work, multiverse type, all this other stuff. They gonna bring them back one way or the other. Let me tell you something. They murdered a few of these, man. Listen, some of these motherfuckers dead, like dead, like oh no, that motherfucker dead. Some of these niggas is dead. Off tops. Some of these niggas not coming back. And they did some stuff that I think was to further, or obviously, but to further, because you know, I mean, whether you know or you don't know, Disney and Fox about to merge together, and they got all these Disney shows coming on that Disney platform. I just said Disney a lot. So they did some things in here that I think is going to spin over to new stuff for those shows, or just new shows in general. I will say there's certain parts of this movie where if you sit back and think too much about it, and it's a particular element that they start moving into the movie, that if you think too hard, and this is exactly what I do, but I didn't do it in this movie, which is crazy. I overanalyze movies and bars. I just overanalyze. That's my thing. That's my bag. The thing that's crazy, the thing that's nuts is that yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot what I was gonna say, yo. I'm still trying not to do this. Man, we waiting, man. We waiting for that 30-minute mark to hit so we can really get into this BIA. Into this BIA. You know what I mean? So the thing that also is what you gotta watch this movie multiple times. There's a lot of parts in that, and I almost suggest that you watch this movie in a theater of excitable people. You know what I mean? Like a theater with people that are like in a loud theater. I almost suggest you do this in a loud theater and don't do it in no regular theater that's just there to watch it because it enhances the experience, and the experience is half of the. Listen, I'm trying to tell these people. I'm trying to tell these they with no regular. Word. 4 more minutes and we get into the spoilers. 4 more spirits. Oh, yeah. There's some people dead. Shout out to all the donos, by the way, in advance. Make sure you hit up that SCRUFACEJEAN at gmail.com. You know, I got to throw it in every few minutes just in case, there's new people that ain't know. Yeah, man, we appreciate that. I appreciate you. Anything counts. Now, what we go? Man, I'm looking at that clock like, man, listen. Shout out to everybody who is supporting the SFJ Nation merch, by the way. We still going ham with those, bruh. We still going Hamilton. Make sure you go hit that up. And before we get into this, I might as well talk about the music. You know what I mean? The music. I got some things coming up, man. I got some things coming up, man. Don't even. I know. I had to let him miss the music. Let him talk. You know what I mean? I had to let him miss it. Then I'm going to smack him in the head again. Huh? What was they talking about? 3 more minutes, and I'm dropping the spoilers, ladies and gentlemen. 3 more minutes, and I give my full review, spoiler heavy, all that, John. 3 more minutes. Hit that thumbs up button. Now, was it expected? Did the things that happened, was it expected to me? Nah. Some of them were, some of them weren't. Did everything work? I think everything worked, but I think certain things didn't work at the level in which they could have worked, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I think everything worked, but not at the level in which it could have worked. You feel what I'm saying? But there's only a few gripes I have with that in general, and I'll talk about that in the spoiler part. And that one is kind of a specific thing. There's no. Oh, by the way, there's no ending credit scene. They had me looking stupid, nigga. They had me looking stupid through the credits, because you think that the credits is finna. You know what I mean? You think that there's about to be. There's none. There's no ending credit scene after the movie's over. Get up and go ahead, go get your car and go home, because they definitely leave you to think. Yeah, how many of y'all waited? I was in there like, ooh, they finna set up for phase 4. Ooh, they finna set it up. I was sitting there like, oh, they finna set up. This finna be crispy. Then they didn't. Nah, nope. But I actually liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I liked that they didn't do it because it kind of put a nice little bow, period, closed the book, and let us next chapter restart on a whole new book. It's better to restart than I think keep going off the same thing, even though it can be the same narrative, but it's mentally like a refresher. I waited even when I knew there was none. I don't care. I'm a diehard Marvel fan. I just heard there is no end. Spoiler time, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like I need to stand up for this one. Spoiler time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about this movie, man. Let's talk about Avengers Endgame. This is all spoiler heavy. I am now removing the non-spoiler John, whatever it's called. Shout out to all the donos. I appreciate you. Make sure you hit up that PayPal, SCRUFACEJEAN at gmail.com. You are appreciated. Thank you. Now, there are some cinematic, there are some villains in movie history. There's some great villains in movie history. The best villain in movie history, to me, if you know me, is the Joker from the Dark Knight. That was the greatest superhero villain to me. Then Thanos came around. Hold on. Let me pop my collar. Then Thanos came around. Now, I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and say that he just dethroned him off tops, but it's a little debatable. Thanos was one of the greatest villains I've ever seen in a movie. Shout out to Josh Brolin, body bagged that role. What makes Thanos a great villain is Thanos, in a twisted way, is understandable, and you can be sympathetic to him, but in an even better way, he's just pure evil. You know what I mean? He's not a good guy, man. He's not a good guy, man. So the movie starts out with Hawkeye, which is fitting because Hawkeye wasn't in Infinity War at all. The movie starts out with one of them cold opens. It doesn't start with the theme of nothing. It just starts out with Hawkeye and his family. Boom. Okay, a little jarring. I was like, that's wild. He's teaching his daughter how to, bow and arrows the Joan. Boom, boom, boom. Listen. So he turns around and says something to his wife, right? Turns back around. He doesn't see his daughter. Now, we already knew from off tops what was going on. As soon as you saw Ant-Man and his family, that's Ant-Man, I meant Hawkeye and his family, you knew what was going on because you knew this was post-snap. The snapping is what some call it. So what happened was he turns around, she's gone. He turns back around, his family's gone. And the way they shot this was wild, my nigga. Oh, they didn't know Screw break down movies like this. Too. They didn't know Screw be breaking down. Oh, yeah, I'm in my bag. I'm in my bag, man. Donate to that PayPal, man. I appreciate y'all for making my passion my paycheck. That's my word, yo. So the way they shot that was crazy because you don't see them turning into dust. It doesn't make like a loud noise. It doesn't make anything. So it's so jarring when you just see him looking around like, damn. They're gone. Boom. Then a title screen hits. But then I think it has another opening. I can't remember exactly what it is. Then we start with Tony Stark's Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr., the beginning of the MCU. He's trapped on the ship with with Gamora's sister. The blue one. Blue bitch. I don't know. What was her name? Why can't I think of her name? What was her name? Somebody say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Nebula. Thank you. Nebula. Now, Nebula is a full-blown good guy at this point. And the way that they had Tony Stark's looking, I'm pretty sure it was CGI or something. But my boy was looking frail. Someone get him a sandwich. This nigga was so frail, bro. And it was crazy because when the movie started out, Tony was filming like it did in the trailer. Like I told you, the trailer is only the beginning of the movie. He was filming his last words, his message to his girl Pepper, right? So in it, he says he's gonna run out of oxygen come morning. So he's gonna die in the morning, basically. Now Nebula is basically a robot, so she don't need that, right? So Tony Stark lays on the ground, and I'm not gonna lie to you, the way they shot it, I said, "Oh, these niggas trying to be bold." Oh, they're trying to kill because I'm not gonna lie to you. In the beginning, I thought they were gonna kill Tony right there. I thought they were gonna kill Tony right there because I literally was like, listen, I know they're gonna try to hit us with some wildness off tops, right? So Tony closes his eye, and he's sitting there, and he looked dead. But then all of a sudden, you see the bright light. Boom! Captain Marvel saves them. All right, cool. Now, it goes back, and I think after Captain Marvel saves Tony, they go to the Avengers place, and Captain Marvel. And here's one of the things. Here's one of my problems. One of my problems is Captain Marvel. Now, I'm not saying Captain Marvel is a bad character. I'm not saying I don't like the actor. I haven't even seen the Captain Marvel movie yet. My thing is Captain Marvel is like she's almost too strong where now it's going to start messing with logic. It's going to start messing with logic because it's like, wait a minute, son. She's Superman. She's Superman, right? But only she got blast too, so she's like Goku and Superman at the same time. So she's Super Goku. I get, okay, cool. Why is there a threat? Now they wrote her off like, oh, there's other things going on in other places. I need to fix it, which makes sense. Cool, I feel it. But a good thing that they did was the way they wrote, because she literally goes, all right, well, I'm about to go kill Thanos. And then he goes, oh, it's that easy? And then she goes, well, yeah. And then they literally go and they spring a trap on Thanos. They catch that nigga slipping. They caught that nigga slipping. They ain't catch that nigga slipping. Thanos thought it was all buttery. He thought it was all buttery. He said, oh, I didn't do my snap. He was picking some fruits out his garden, whatever. Nebula dropped dime. Nebula snitched. They're like, where are we going to find Thanos? Nebula said, I know where that nigga at. Now, you ain't hearing from me. But that nigga in the garden. I was like, oh, this bitch gonna drop dime on her dad. Nah, I feel it though, because he was messing with her like that. Okay, cool. So Captain Marvel, boom, blast out of the window. They jump that nigga. She throw that nigga in the dope fiend. She threw that nigga in a classic dope fiend. She yoked that. She said, chill, nigga, chill. Threw that nigga in the classic dope fiend, right? Thanos couldn't do nothing. Hit him with the chicken wings. So they was jumping this nigga, right? They start talking this nigga. They said, listen, what the fuck happened? Where the stones at, nigga? They said, run them stones, little boy. They said, where the stones at, bro? Where the stones at, bro? Huh? Thanos said, I done used the stones to destroy the stones. And before they even did that, I'm going to keep it a buck. Thor was not playing with this nigga. Thor came with Warhammer. Nigga, off tops. Cut Thanos' arm off. Out the gate. My nigga said, listen, what, nigga? That was the warning, nigga. The arm cut was the warning. He chopped that nigga's arm. That was the warning, nigga. He flew in. Nigga, nah, give me your arm. All right, now we gonna talk. He said, nah, that's your arm, nigga. Okay, now we can talk, nigga. Because he said, nah, I still got beef with you, pussy. He said, I still got beef with you, pussy. What's up? Stormbreaker, that's what I meant. Huh? Okay. I said Warhammer. So then Thanos says he destroyed the stones. So the stones are gone. Now they go, that's impossible. He's a liar. That nigga lying. And the Nebula comes out and goes, listen, one thing this nigga a piece of shit. I don't rock with him like that. And he mad pussy, all that shit. But one thing he ain't is a liar, my nigga. That nigga keep it word on gang them, nigga. I said, okay, all right. So Thor had heard enough because Thanos was like, I always knew. Maybe I was mean to you, daughter. I always knew. And then my nigga Thor said, nigga, shut up, nigga, cut the head off. Whap, nigga. Said, stop talking, my nigga. Whapatize that nigga's head, nigga. And I'm going to keep it a buck. I have never seen some wild shit like that in the MCU. Once they cut Thanos' arm off, I was like, oh, shit, hold up. This is a different one. Oh, this is a different Marvel movie. Oh, put the kids to sleep. They're talking dirty on this one. Put the kids to sleep. They're talking dirty on this one. Then when they cut the nigga head off, I said, okay, all bets is out. They cutting heads off, my nigga. In the opening act, they cutting heads off, my nigga. So anybody can get it, is what I'm trying to tell you niggas. Anybody can get it. So when they killed Thanos in the beginning of the movie, I was confused, like, well, what the fuck? But I wasn't confused, though, because I knew this movie was going to have to do with time travel. Who didn't know this movie was going to involve time travel, my nigga? By the way, I might miss parts, and I might, like, put certain parts before, like, get all the timing off his shit. But, hey, I watched it yesterday, and I smoked a lot of weeds. You know what it is. Hold on, let me check that. See if y'all hit up that thing real quick so I get these. Sniznap. Shout out to my girl Artemis for the $5 PayPal dono. She said, love you 3,000, buddy. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that! Don't say that! Listen. So what happens after they cut Thanos' head off? So they cut Thanos' head off. And then basically, I think it shows where Ant-Man is at, and then a rat walks over the little time machine, because he's in the quantum realm, and he comes out the quantum realm because of rat. Now, I will say that rat walking across that shit was mad convenient, and I was like, well, listen, that was so convenient that y'all niggas could have wrote that. Y'all could have wrote that way less convenient. That was so randomly convenient. I'm like, my niggas, y'all could have definitely, you Russo brother niggas, y'all could have definitely wrote something a little bit more fire than a rat walked across the thing, which made him come back. I'm like, my nigga, come on, my nigga. You got a whole MCU universe. Y'all couldn't have done something with fan service. Y'all couldn't have made it be like something that wasn't so goddamn convenient, but it's cool, though. They got a 3-hour movie to write. So I know some things were just telephone. Like, they probably were up on the last day of writing, like, nigga, listen, how does Ant-Man get there? All right, nigga, listen, we're going to have a rat walk across. We've been writing this for 2 years, my nigga. We're going to have a rat walk across, all right? So that's what I'm saying. I'm not too mad at that, what y'all saying, though. Took 5 years for that. Okay, so Ant-Man comes out of the quantum realm. Bang, he out there. And he like, what the hell happened now? If you don't know, at the end of Ant-Man's movie, which ties into these movies, all of the movies tie in, he gets lost in the Phantom Realm because the people who were supposed to pull him out got snapped away. So he's stuck. He hops out. But he hops out 5 years in the future. So he don't know what's going on. First thing he does is go to his house. He goes and sees the statue that they made for all the victims of the snap. And he's checking to see if his daughter's on there. His daughter's not on there, but his name is on there. So he was like, nigga, what? But, you know, they assumed he was snapped away because he's in the quantum realm, right? So he gets out. He goes home. He sees his daughter. His daughter's 5 years older. She's like grown. The little girl that we saw in Ant-Man is grown. I'm gonna tell you right now, this movie, Matt, like that, those are the moments. It's like, man, if you've been watching this for a moment, you're just like, whoo, dang. When he's seeing her and talking to her, knowing that he'll never get those 5 years back, or maybe no, that would be weird because anyway, never get those 5 years back really, and kind of missed his little daughter growing up into whatever. That kind of gets you a little bit. So then Ant-Man regroups, goes to the Avengers Tower or whatever, where Captain America and Black Widow are having the conversation about what they do. They really are still the Avengers, but they're over half the world's population is gone, so it ain't as bussing. Captain America's doing little get right classes on the helping people out and stuff. So what's funny is they're in there. Ant-Man's knocking on the door, and they're like, "Hold on, is this an old clip? Because Ant-Man is supposed to be gone 5 years ago. What's going on?" So long story short, Ant-Man gets in there, and he starts talking about time travel, and it's just a theory at this point, right? And he goes, blue, 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 time travel. Now, by the way, Captain America and Tony Stark's, I don't remember if it was before or after, they had them a little fight right when Tony comes back, and he says basically he wasn't there for them, which I didn't understand that either. And maybe he was talking about more like the Sokovia Accords when they split up and stuff, and they weren't a team. But if he was talking about, I thought they got over that in the last movie. I thought there was, unless I'm tripping, because, or if he's talking about he wasn't there on the final planet to fight Thanos, he was. Like, what does he mean? Like, y'all, you watched him fight with you. Was it because he was in that other planet and didn't? Anyway, so they have a falling out. Ant-Man goes, does that his little thug thizzle. It's a theory, so I think they bring it to Tony first. And they ask Tony, yo, Tony, you one of them smart niggas, right? Help us with this, bro. Help us with this. Will this work? And I'm not even gonna get into the aspects of time travel in this movie because, listen, y'all already know time travel is a sticky situation to get into, and that makes it a lot worse. I'm gonna keep it a buck. This was a very confused. They did it well, but time travel is always confusing, and there's always going to be plot holes in time travel. Always going to be paradoxes, all of that. Anyway, so what's crazy? Tony wants nothing to do with it. He says, "No, I ain't gonna help you. I ain't gonna help you no more. Now, if y'all want to stick around and eat, we can do that, but we ain't gonna talk about no motherfucking Avengers stuff, bro." So he gets mad, and then Captain America, yo, you old bitch ass nigga, you old soft ass buttercup ass. But I get it because Tony Stark's, he kind of made off pretty good in the snap. His girl's still alive. He has a daughter, but then he's a hero inside, so he's gonna think more about other people's well-beings, other people's families, and all that stuff before he thinks of his own, which makes sense. It's all about sacrifice. That's what the movie is about, and family. So bada boom, they go to try to find another brain, which is the Hulk. They go to the Hulk and they try to have him be, and at this time, the Hulk is Professor Hulk. The way I felt about Professor Hulk, which is Professor Hulk it's like Mark Ruffalo and the Hulk. It's like smart Hulk. Hulk can talk like Bruce Banner, was it Bruce Banner? Whatever. Bruce Banner, and has the strength of the Hulk. What I don't understand about that, what I did not like about Professor Hulk was it's not that you making him Professor Hulk, I disagree with, that's cool. What I don't like at all, really, is Professor Hulk becoming Professor Hulk off screen. Like if you watched Infinity War and you saw him not be able to turn into the Hulk, you were like, dang, man, that's weak, blah, blah, blah. So you're waiting for this payoff, and then it happens somewhere off screen. The next time you see him, he's the Hulk. He's like, well, could we have seen that? Could you show us that? Like, I didn't like that. Like, I was like, son. And the thing is crazy, is like Hulk don't even bang like that in this movie. He don't even throw hands like that in this movie, man. I thought him and Thanos for sure were gonna squabble again. I thought he was gonna get his get back again. He didn't get his get back. That was crazy. So they explain time travel some more. Blah 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 blah. Let me go through this a little faster. Then Tony has a change of heart. He goes and he figures the whole time he's been working on it. He comes out of a room. He tells his girl, "Yo." Well, actually, he goes into his daughter's room. He's talking to his daughter, and that's where his daughter says, "I love you 3,000," and that comes back. In the fields, man. Right in the fields, man. So they do that. Bada bing, bada boom. He comes out, he goes to Pepper Potts. He goes, "Listen, I think I figured out time travel." And he goes, "Should I tell the world or should I keep it?" And basically, she's like, hey, no matter what I say, you're going to do what you want anyway. So go ahead and go save the world. All right, cool. So then what happens after that? There's not a lot of fighting in this. So long story short, they get back together. Iron Man creates these time travel suits and tells them that they have to go in different times and grab the Infinity Stones before Thanos can. So then Ant-Man says it's a it's a time heist, which is, okay, it's a heist movie. So they split up into teams to go for the stones. Now, here's another little inconsistency I had. Was nobody gonna warn whoever went for the Soul Stone that somebody might have to die for that? Are we saying that nobody in that room understood the soul for soul thing? I'm pretty sure they did, because they knew Thanos got it. I'm like, you didn't want to warn these two that, and you gonna just send the two that care about each other. That's what you're gonna do? What happens if you would have sent the Hulk and Ant-Man? Or what happens? You know, another thing that was weird is the Hulk and Black Widow's relationship. Why they kind of just like drop that whole idea? They really didn't like play up to it that much in this movie. I was like, what? I thought they was, anyway, whatever. So everybody goes, gets their stones. Captain America, Ant-Man, and Iron Man are together. They go back to New York the Hulk's with them too. They go to New York to grab the stone from Loki off the Tesseract, and they basically do that. But one of the parts that I have to talk about is Loki grabs the Tesseract and disappears. So that's the way they're gonna write Loki back into the movie, because Loki died in the first one, but he's not dead. Now, let me get to the person. So they get that, boom, boom, have a bunch of callbacks back. Now, the Soul Stone. Black Widow and Hawkeye go for the Soul Stone. Long story short, one of them got to sacrifice their life for the stone. Now they start fighting between who should sacrifice the stone. So basically they fight like, no, I'm more useless. No, I'm more useless. No, you're more useless. No, I'm more useless. But then and I'm going to keep it a buck. The cop-out would have been Hawkeye, because Hawkeye says, yo, let me go because I'm useless and I don't have superpowers. No, he said, let me go because I've killed people and I don't have a family. which makes all the sense in the world. And then her reasoning of why she should go made no sense to me. His reasoning was, I already have no family. I already killed these people. So no matter if the snap happens, I still have all these murders on my heart, right? So regardless to bringing the people back, it didn't bring all the Yakuza people he was mercilessly jawing in the streets. He was doing them niggas dirty, and that made all the sense in the world. And then her reasoning to not was that I haven't had anything before, now I do. So that's something to die for. I was like, well, wait a minute. He's saying that he had something and doesn't have it, which is his innocence and his family. You're saying that you didn't have something and now you have it. You're saying the Avengers. You still have the Avengers, especially if this goes correctly. So why would you dying make more sense than him dying? That don't even make sense to me. But she ends up dying. Black Widow dies. Huh? And what made me the maddest part about Black Widow dies is I feel like they never really used Black Widow as crazy as she could have, because I like Black Widow. Watching the two illest fighters on the whole Avengers to me, watching them fight is Captain America and Black Widow. And I'm going to tell you right now, boy, when he hit the hammer with the shield and binked it off, ooh, Thanos, he said, bink, bink, what? That shit was hard. So, what else? Where was I at? So she dies, they get the Soul Stone. Now when Nebula and War Machine, aka Don Cheadle, go back in their time, they mess up because apparently, Nebula's thoughts are like my headphones and just be auto syncing. When it's just auto sync, their minds synced, and that's why Thanos knew everything. And right then and there, I got anxiety, but good anxiety, because I was like, that's how they that's how they bring Thanos back into that's how they bring Thanos. Now, this Thanos is a younger Thanos. You know what I mean? A way more brutal Thanos, or just whatever, all that. So Thanos comes back on it. And they basically learn that what happened, because through Nebula's thoughts, he sees exactly what happens. And Thanos realizes, because Thanos a G, he goes, oh, so I won. So they're trying to prevent me. They're trying to redo what they did. Yeah. Oh, you ain't getting no mulligans. You ain't getting no mulligans around here. No callsies, backsies, man. No. Hold up. Make sure y'all hitting that PayPal, SCRUFACEJEAN @gmail.com. So that happens. Bada bing, bada boom, bada blooski. Where's I at? So yeah, Nebula, they basically do the switcheroonie. The old evil Nebula comes back in time with them, and then she also brings Thanos with her. And they all figure out Black Widow's dead, it hurts, whatever. But before she brings Thanos, they create an Iron Man Infinity Gauntlet, which was super fire. And the Hulk puts it on and says, listen, if anybody else puts it on and tries his butt me, they will die. But since I am the Hulk, I'm going to just get roasted probably, because him and Thanos, that's why I want him to back up again. I was like, man, you got to run your fade, Hulk. Tell Thanos, run your fade, bro. He owe you one, bro. Run my fade, bro. So anyway, he snaps and brings back everybody, right? But the snap burns up half of his body, right? So there's a scene where Ant-Man is looking through the glass, and he's checking. He sees birds, and he notices, okay, must be everybody here. Then all of a sudden, boom, big old explosion hits him. And Thanos comes out and he's dropping fire out the sky, blowing up the entire Avengers building. Boom, blew it up, right? Cool. Trying to kill everybody, right? Everybody. Now, basically, the Avengers get out the rubble. Now, here's where it gets fired. This last fight scene, bruh. This last fight scene, fire. I'm gonna give you the highlights. Probably the best fight scene I've ever seen in a movie, period. I'll give you a highlight. So it starts out with I think Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man going towards Thanos. And Thanos is literally just sitting like a G. He said, hold up, I'm gonna just wait, nigga. I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna just wait on him. So they pull up on him and say, yo, what's up? Thanos, run fade. And Thanos goes, all right, man, let's run this fade. Now the subtlety in Thanos, how he's putting on his armor and stuff and talking is wonderful. Now they start running the fade. Captain America, boy, this ending fight. So they fading. Bah, bah. Thanos is fading them though. Bing, 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 bing. Thanos is fading them. Bing, 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 bing. Doing all this stuff, right? And then Thor coming. Now Thor got because Thor back in time. When he went to get his stone, he basically went to Thor the Dark World and got his hammer. Got his hammer and got his thing. So he double pump action in Thanos. Bing, bing, trying to hit him with the double. Bing, 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 bing. And Thanos gets the upper hand, which I didn't that's another reason why I didn't. That's the power scaling thing. The first power scaling thing that made no sense to me because I was like, well, wait a cotton picking minute. In Infinity War, Spider-Man, the chick with the antennas, Drax, Iron Man, Star-Lord, these dudes were able to grab Thanos to the point where they almost got the gauntlet off his hands. You telling me Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor with the hammer and the John ain't fading them? Oh, I was like, come on, stop it. He don't even got the gauntlet on. No gauntlet? He just fading him, no gauntlet. I guess he did fade Hulk, no gauntlet, though. He did fade. What y'all talking about? Hold on. Yeah, Thor was fat, by the way. Thor was fat Thor. I liked fat Thor. Fat Thor was cool to me. I don't know why. Fat Thor was just like that was a cool nigga. He just seemed like he got a little swag, but which is funny to me because I don't give a fuck if he's buffer and fat. Yeah, that's not for me. I don't care. So bow, they fading. And then Thanos go, boom, start fading, boom, start fading Thor. Then he grabs Thor's axe and he about to chop Thor with his own axe. He's like, Thor looking at him like, oh, you about to just do me that dirty. You about to do me with my own thing. Then all of a sudden the hammer come out of nowhere, bink, and hit Thor. And hit Thanos. You think it's Thor like willing it, but nah, nigga, it's Captain America, nigga. Steve Rogers, man. Y'all remember when he lifted the John? Yeah. He was pure-hearted. He was worthy. Y'all remember, you got to be pure of heart and worthy to wield millionaire. You know what it is. And I ain't gonna lie, bruh. When Thor got the hammer and shield, goosebumps, nigga. He started, dog, let's just take time to appreciate. I don't care what anybody says. Captain America's only power is basically super strength. That's really it. Think about how you gonna be like the top Avenger. You don't got no blasters. You don't got no missiles. You don't got no guns. You got hands and a shield. Boy, when I tell you he was hitting Thanos with video game combos, I said, oh my God. He was doing him filthy. I was like, oh, it felt like I was watching a battle where someone's just getting done it. He was hitting my boy with the big, bruh. There was at one point where he threw the shield. The shield banked off Thanos. He hammered the shield back. Oh, I said, nigga, you are dirty, man. Why are you so dirty? So he faded him with the hammer and the shield combo. Fading him. Bing, 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 bing. And then Thanos get the upper hand somehow. I can't even, I gotta watch that movie again. Somewhere Captain Marvel shows up. I think that happens. Does it happen after? Does it happen after that? No, because he's by himself at this point. Yeah. So Captain America easily became one of my favorite Avengers after this. I'm gonna keep it a buck if he's not my favorite. Shout out to Terry Enos for the $5 dono. She said, we move as one. SFJ Nation, we move as one. I love you, girl. I appreciate you. So, Thanos Bunk gets the busting Captain America's shield, gets the rocking him, body blows, head blows, giving him everything. Bing, 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 giving him the works, right? And then Thanos goes, listen, I was going to just erase half of y'all, but I realized y'all just such mark asses that I'm going to have to just mark everybody out. I'm marking everybody out, right? So he goes, oh, dang. Then all of a sudden, the portal opens up and millions of listen. Horde mode got turned on. Thanos' army came out. And this is why Captain America is arguably the greatest Avenger, maybe one of the greatest heroes in cinematic history. This moment right here. No dialogue. Might have been some music. No epic speech. All you see is Captain America bloody and beaten, just getting up to his feet, right? Looking at the most impossible odds. And he just a nigga with a broken shield and fit. You know what he does? He tightens that son bitch up. He tightens that son. He said, let's go, nigga. I could do this all day. He said, let's get it. Let's get it. He was ready to fade the whole planet, dog. Oh, my goodness. I said, that's the last real nigga. You was ready to fade the entire Thanos army by yourself? Huh? Oh, come on. You ain't going to. No, that's the real. But right when he said that, you heard Steve on your left. And then the portals start opening up. And then you had forgotten, oh, yeah, the Hulk brought everybody back. Who's the first person that comes out, though? Tell him who's the Wakanda forever, man. Black Panther came out there, and you know he was ready for his. He's like, nigga, I was ready for my get back. He said, oh, no. Nigga, he was ready for the fade, man. He's like, all right, cool. All right, I've been waiting for this, right? Then all of a sudden, every single superhero that's ever been on the Marvel Cinematic screen popped out. And when I tell you, bro, goosebumps don't even describe. And y'all want to know the moment that choked me up, right? Y'all want to know the moment that choked me up, right? Listen, I'm going to tell y'all first. One of the greatest moments to me of writing in a movie, and you gotta know, it's moments that you have to know by watching the movie or knowing the series. There's gonna be a weird tangent, but there's a scene on the Dragon Ball Z movie, BoJack's Return, which isn't even really canon. But there's a scene where Gohan is doing. I know this sounds crazy. Just follow me though. Gohan's doing the Kamehameha, and it looks like he about to lose, and then he screams out, "I am my father's son." And then you see Goku in the background, bro. That gets me every time, bro. You just gotta know why that's so fine. You gotta know why Gohan's saying, "I am my father." Oh, man, it's getting me right now. It's getting me right now. It's getting me right now. It gets me every time. I'm like, bruh, that is the realest thing I've ever heard, my nigga. I've ever heard. So you know what scene got me? You know what scene got me? Was when Scarlet Witch came back. Because off top, Scarlet Witch to me is one of the illest characters. She a low-key ill character. When Scarlet Witch came back, and you know she can body blow Thanos. You know she can fake Thanos crazy. You know her and Thanos, she pulled up on him, looking like looking like an Olsen twin. Pulled up on him. You know what she said? When she said, "You took everything from me, nigga." When she looked that nigga dead in his shit and said, "You took everything from me," I said, "Woo! That's the illest bar in the whole movie, bro." It was the way she delivered that line. She said, "You took," it was everything. It was the word everything. When she said, "You took everything from," I said, listen, that is genuine hate. I think that Olsen twin sister has a problem with Josh Brolin. I'm gonna keep it a buck because she said that. I said, "Oh no." She said, "You took," and the thing about it is, like, Scarlet Witch is like, I like how they play her. Like, her powers are like she's like a witch. Like, in a way, if you look at it, she's like a scary movie villain. She could be Annabelle. That's why I like her. But when when she gets mad or emotion, it's over. When she said, "You took everything from me," I said, "Thanos, listen, she finna do you dirty, dog. And then she just start, nigga, that shit got me, bro. It was a simple line, a small line. It was just that line essentially broke down how you're supposed to feel, how everybody felt about that moment. Like, nigga, you took she, and maybe it was because she's a girl and she was standing up to Thanos, and when she was like, "Nigga, listen," it was almost like, "Listen, do you know what I'm finna do to you, nigga? Do you know how, nigga?" She got to peeling this nigga armor off of him. Oh, bruh. Thanos she got to pill. I said, "Oh yeah, she finna do some scary movie shit to this nigga." Oh yeah, Yep, she finna skin this nigga. Got the pill in the armor, and she goes, "Listen, Thanos is about to die," and he tells Ebony Maw, "Let the thing go, let the fire go." And Ebony Maw goes, "Well, if we do that, now the bezel got Infinity Stones like Ebony Maw." Just have to throw that out there. He said, "Well, if we do that, they're gonna kill our people." And he says, "I don't care," because she cooking this nigga. She Mortal Kombat fatality in this nigga. And he goes, "I don't care, let it go," right? So he let it bust. Bang, 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 bang. It messes him up, right? It messes a Scarlet Witch up. Now, here's the problem I have. Scarlet Witch to me is a fire character. I love Scarlet Witch, right? Captain Marvel to me makes no sense. Because let's keep it a buck. There is if Scarlet Witch can do that to Thanos, there is no reason why there's no reason why she couldn't just fly and punch Thanos' head off. She, like, her power scaling is weird. And when you have characters like Superman or like that, where they're just literally as strong as the story needs them to be, it makes it kind of be like, well, logically, you gotta always have some weird stipulation in why she can't give her full power, because she should be able to just, nigga, what are we talking about? Rip and just rip his head off his shoulders. Like, she's supposed to be that strong, right? So and that's why I like, and maybe because I haven't watched the Captain Marvel movie, but I feel like Scarlet Witch's powers are more earned. They're more like emotion based. So when she pull up and say, "You took everything," oh nigga, dog, listen. I'm telling you, that's some great writing. That needs to go down as one of those like, hey, what you talking to me? Huh? You talking to me? You over here, you talking to me? I'm the only guy over here. It has to go down to one of those. Do I amuse you? Do I look like a clown in my hair? Am I putting here to make you laugh? It has to go down. You took everything from me. Oh! You ain't never heard someone sound so scorned in their life. Like, listen, if they give me the time, I'm finna do you greasy. And she was doing them greasy. So anyway, let's finish this up. So, bada boom, bada bing, bada Yahtzee. Thanos gets his hand on the Infinity Gauntlet again. And then here's the part that makes no sense. Captain Marvel flies in like she's just strong enough to do, whooping everybody, flies and grabs Thanos' hand and starts almost bending Thanos' hand the other way. But I'm like, listen, if you, with the power of the Infinity Gauntlet on, you still can do that, just rip his head off. What are you doing right here? You have to just grab him by his lower mandible and tear down. Game over. Fatality. Flawless victory. Because she over here playing. I don't know what she playing with. I was like, cool, but then Thanos does some real good. She goes, listen, if you ain't going to finish me, pops the Power Stone out in one swift combo, bang, grabs it, and bow, mollywops her. Boom, with the power, she goes flying. I'm like, okay, cool. All right. I mean, Scarlet Witch it literally took the heavens to rain down for Scarlet Witch to stop. But apparently a well-placed punch with the power thing takes out the most strongest Avenger. I get it. Let Scarlet Witch just be, that's what I'm saying. Anyway. So he puts it on. Then Iron Man flies down like, no, we ain't doing this again. So they get to tussling. He knocks Iron Man down. And he goes, I'm inevitable. He snaps. He looks, nothing happens. The stones are gone. Cuts to Tony with the stones in his hand. You know what this nigga says? I am Iron Man. It snaps. Thanos and his armies evaporated. They win. But Tony Stark lays there, really dead. He's really dead off jump. Like, he doesn't say another word. After the snap, he's dead. But Spider-Man comes up to him and is like, Mr. Man, listen. They got Tony, man. And then at the end, Captain America goes back in time to return all this time stones. All the Infinity Stones. Then decides to not come back and live his life out with Peggy Carter, which actually probably raises more questions than it answers. Because it's like, wait, well, Peggy Carter died of Alzheimer's when they were old. So if you made it to this time, what did you do that whole anyway? That is Avengers Endgame. The end of the Infinity Saga is what they're calling it now. Shout out to all the people. And I'm not going to lie. When you look at, shout out to Stan Lee. Stan Lee had a cameo. I don't know if they CGI'd him or if that was his last cameo, but I literally said, man, I would, because I said before too, what they needed to do is just literally have Stan Lee go in and shoot a bunch of cameos before he passed. I mean, when he was old. I said that before he passed a long time ago. Before he passed, I was like, man, he's getting old. They need to just have, because most of the time the cameos have nothing to do with the story. So you could literally have him come in one day, shoot 100 of them, and just find a way to work them into the movies. I mean, they never have anything to do with the movie anyway. So, thank you, Mark. New music coming too. When Iron Man, when Captain America said Avengers Assemble, and they, oh man. Great movie. It's setting up for the future. I could already tell. I like how it ended. We got Spider-Man coming up, and I think that's going to set up Phase 4. And I'm going to be here for it. If we get, I don't know how y'all are going. Shit, I'm going to be sitting here at 37 years old. Let's talk about, listen, this Endgame 2, nigga. I hope it's not called Endgame 2. But that's why I'd be like, what villain can be as good as Thanos? Like, what villain? Because let's not act like the villains leading up to Thanos was fire. The villains leading up to Thanos was kind of dude. They had a few doodoo villains, but they saying Galactus. Yeah, they are going into the galaxy. But ladies and gentlemen of the SFJ Nation. Oh yeah. Here's a cool little Monday stream. Shout out to all the donos. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for everything y'all do. I appreciate you. Because y'all know that YouTube be paying in kibbles and bits, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for keeping the lights on.
You can call me Sire Rottweiler or simply Rottweiler, whenever you call me. And know I got fire by design. My wildest dreams is spiral when I hustle in the block. You can call me Roddy Piper, call me Kid with the big nose, kid with the sick O, and I'm on it. Here we go. I'm a lyrical killer who is serial. Make go ooh like a box of Cheerios. Here we go. You can call me back Rolf, cause that's my birth name. I'm that dog. Every dog needs a wish.
Ladies and gentlemen of the SJ Nation, shout out to you for another successful live stream. I appreciate y'all. Stay beautiful. We still got 100 people in here. I can't believe that. Stay beautiful. Stay lovely. You are. Multiple Discord after this.